Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hopefully, you're all enjoying your Sunday. Hopefully, you're all enjoying your weekend. What is up? What is up? What is up? Yankees, Giants should be starting here in the next 5 minutes. So I do appreciate everybody tuning in. We've got a couple people in the chat so far. Stephen B, Brad, what is up? What is up? Do we think the Yankees are taking the series today? Are we thinking the Yankees are going to go 2 out of 3? Let me know what you all think. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button on your way in. Share this channel out. Subscribe to this channel if it's your first time tuning in. We are on the road to 1,600, folks. We're on the road to 1,600. So we'll get there slowly but surely. A little patience or whatnot. So. Giants-Yankees game about to start here shortly. So Yankees are looking to take the rubber game and win the series. And it looks like we have Michael Kay and Paul O'Neill as your broadcast team. So I think the Yankees will take it today. I am confident in that. We got William DeSico in the building. John the Beagle Dad Owl is in the building. What's up? What is going on? So hopefully you're having a good day. So let me know how everybody's day is going. How's everybody's weekend going? How did everybody's weekend go as planned? How's the weather in your area? I know the weather in my area it's just been nice, man. It's just been awfully nice. So definitely going to take advantage after the game and get some fresh air, touch some grass. It's always a good thing. John the Beagle's dad says, now walking today, my foot needs to rest. It was, for sure, man. Hey, you gotta rest, but it's good for you to take those walks. Hey, what's up, Norma? Good to see you in the chat. What up, Norma? Good to see you as always. Hopefully you're having a good day. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for popping in. It does mean the world to me. So, good weekend with some positive news from the Beagle breeder. Yeah, I know you're waiting for your pet there, bud. So I know you're waiting on your beagle. So can't wait for you to get your dog and hopefully see some pictures from the pup. So hopefully you're having a good day, Norma. You're having a good weekend, enjoying your weekend, having a good Sunday so far. But as always, good to see you. What's up, SGA? How's it going? Sucks you haven't had a walking break in over a month, but you'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. You're consistent with your walks. So far so good. Norma says, good. I'm happy to hear that. And Brad. we're gonna I don't know when Gusto will be in next time, but I think his new nickname needs to be Mr. Itchy Fingers. I think that's what we need to call him. So I think that'll be his new nickname. I don't know if he's tuning in the back, but he could be spying right now. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see what the Yankees do today. Hopefully, Rodon can have a good outing. And we got my boy Ace in the building. Chia. What up, Ace? I know he's doing his play-by-play right now. So shout out to you, Ace. Go check my boy out. Does a good job over there. Ken, good to see you. What's up, Ken? How's it going? Black coffee, bro. I had 2 cups this morning. That's the reason why I'm why I'm as awake as I am. I am on very little. I don't want to say very little sleep, but I'm on a little bit of sleep. But I feel fine though. You know what I mean? I feel fine. So, but once again, folks, make sure you all hit that like button, hit the subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. Would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. The game should begin here in the next minute or so. We got Meredith Marakovitz talking. So looks like she did an interview with Cody Bellinger here. So game will start here shortly. Hey, we got Hobby in the building with his My Little Pony. What's up there, buddy? It's been a long time. How are you, bud? He says, just to give everyone a heads up, I will be going to the game on Tuesday against the Royals to see Max Fried pitch. Sweet, Hobby. That's awesome, bud. That's awesome. Good stuff, man. Glad you're going to the game. Let us know how everything goes, man. Hopefully you have a good time. Hopefully the Yankees win while you're there, bud. That'll be nice. So, John Q, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you there, John Q. But what is up? What is up? How's everybody's day going? Whoa, settle down there, Brad. Chill out, bro. Thank you, John Q. You're the man, bro. I appreciate you subscribing. I'm going to put out a poll out real quick. SGA, I'm not going to be able to, dude. I'm not going to have time tomorrow. I got some things I got to do for tomorrow, so I'm going to have a little bit of a busy day. Then I got to get ready for tomorrow's series against the Royals, so won't be able to do it. I do apologize, but go ahead and do your recap there, man. Go ahead and do your recap of the series. Let me get this poll out here real quick. Game should start here momentarily, so boom. Let's see. So I put a poll out there. So vote in that poll if you don't mind, please. Go ahead and vote in that poll. Let me know what you all are thinking. We'll check that poll throughout the game. I want to get everybody's opinions on that. So he does it that there, Rob or Brad. Oh, Ken, yes, I did see the Dodgers get hammered yesterday, 16-0. Oh, that was a slaughter. I don't think anybody expected that, but hey, it's baseball. You never know what's going to happen. Hey, Ray Clickner's in the building. What's up? How's it going, man? Once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. You won $500 on the Yankees yesterday. Okay, $250 on the Yankees today. Sweet. And the Yankees are taking the field. And San Francisco Giants lineup is Heliot Ramos, Willy Adames, Jung-Hoo Lee, Wilmer Flores, Matt Chapman, Luis Matos, Casey Schmidt, Patrick Bailey, Kristen Koss, and we have Logan Webb on pitching duties for the Giants to start off the game. So I want to see a clip of the fans take the ball out of the glove of an outfielder. I don't remember. It was the Astros fan who, I mean, he didn't really reach over. I mean, he didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, for sure, Brad. And here we have Carlos Rodon on the mound. 1-2 record in 3 starts, 5.19 ERA. So hopefully in this game against the Giants, he could pitch like he did on opening day. He can have a solid outing. I don't care what anybody says. I like Rodon. I still say he's a good pitcher, but sometimes, yes, he does get a little bit emotional. He is taking his warm-up pitches right now, so he is getting ready. And let's see how he does. And it looks like I got 8 votes in so far. So Yankee defense in the outfield: Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge. Infield is Carrera, Volpe, Chisholm Jr., Goldschmidt. Escara is taking over catching duties today. Ben Rice is DH, and Carlos Rodon is on the mound. So let's see how the Yankees play this one out. You got $100 with a buddy. Yankees hit 2 home runs. All right, cool. So, all right, good stuff there, SGA. Good stuff. But the game will start here, showing Aaron Boone chewing gum, as they always do, or sunflower seeds. You know, the Yankees cameramen are going to be showing Aaron Boone either chewing gum or sunflower seeds, looking like a police officer. And here we go. First pitch from Rodon is called a ball. So first base umpire said he did not go. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to Ramos. We are in the top of the first here. The game has started. Second pitch from Rodon. It's a swing and a miss. So count now is 1-1 to Ramos. Yeah, for sure, Brad. I agree. So 1-1, and that pitch is fouled off. So it's a quick 1-2 count here. Ryan Wills is the home plate umpire, and they are saying that he is hitter friendly. So he's more in favor for the bats. So let's see how this plays out. And let's see if Carlos Rodon could get the first strike out of the game. 1-2 here to Ramos. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. That is low. 2-2 now to Ramos. Looks like a nice day there in the Bronx. So looks a lot better than where it was in the last couple of days. So it looks like it's just cloudy. Here's the 2-2 and swing and a miss, and he shrug him out. First strikeout of the game for Carlos Rodon. We have 1 out now here in the top of the first. Hey, what's up, Rodney? How's it going? All right, and this brings up Willy Adames. And the first pitch to him is a ball, so 1 ball, no strikes. So 1 ball, no strikes here in the top of the first. We have 1 out, and Adames fouls that back. Count now is 1-1 to Willy Adames, who's off to a slow start, surprisingly. 196 batting average, no home runs, 6 RBIs, and OPS of 520. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. And Adames pops that one up. And it looks like Aaron Judge is right there to make the play for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. And now that brings up Jung-Hoo Lee to the plate. So let's see if Rodon could get out of this inning clean. Hopefully it's a 1-2-3 inning, and then we'll move on to the bottom of the first. So 2 outs now in the top of the first as Jung-Hoo Lee steps into the batter's box, and here's the pitch from Rodon. It's a swing and a miss. Count now is 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Jung-Hoo Lee. Here's the pitch and it's a quick 0-2 count now. So let's play that 2-strike horn. Let's see if Rodon gets that second strike out of the game as he sets. Here's the 0-2. 1-2 now to Jung-Hoo Lee. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the first. Jung-Hoo Lee is at the plate. So 1-2 count. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. 2-2 now. So 2-2, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Let's see what Rodon does here. And Jung-Hoo Lee hits that to center field. Cody Bellinger is right there to make the play for out number 3. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Rodon as we move to the bottom of the first. So good start so far for Rodon. Let's see what the Yankees do here in the top of the first or in the bottom of the first. And we are in a commercial break. Sundays are usually pasta and sauce. Today it's steak and fries. Yeah, I actually had some steak last night. We actually celebrated my brother's birthday a little bit early yesterday, just because his wife is going to be flying out of the country to visit her homeland, to go visit visit her mother and see some family. So yeah, we had some steaks last night, and the steaks were tasty, man. But we are going to the bottom of the first. A good start for Carlos Rodon so far, a 1-2-3 inning. He does have a strikeout, so this is what we want to see. Hopefully we can see that in the following innings. So bottom of the first here will begin shortly. So Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez, JC Escar, Oswaldo Cabrera. That is your starting lineup for the New York Yankees. But we should be back to the game here momentarily. They're showing some young fans calling the lineup. It's cool stuff. All right, and we are back to the game. The Giants have taken the field, and Ben Rice will lead things off here in the bottom of the first against Logan Webb. And here's the first pitch from Webb, and that is in there for a strike to Ben Rice. So Webb in 3 starts, 1-0 record with a 1.89 ERA. 19 innings pitched. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. The count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. There you go, John Q. Here's the 1-2. And Rice fouls that off, staying alive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jacob Petruzzi. Wait, do I know you there, Jacob Petruzzi? So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. Here's the pitch from Webb. And right back to the pitcher. Tosses it over to first for out number 1. And Giants defense in the outfield, Ramos, Lee, Matos. Infield is Matt Chapman, Willie Adames, Christian Koss, Casey Schmidt. Bailey at the dish. Flores is DHing today. Logan Webb on the mound. And now we have the captain at the plate, Aaron Judge, who takes the ball. It's a 1-0 count to Aaron Judge. Here's the 1-0. And Judge hits that to center field. Jung-Hoo Lee is going back. It is off the wall, and Aaron Judge is going for 2 as he will make it to second base. So a 1-out double by the captain. Let's go. Man on second with 1 out. So a solid hit by Aaron Judge. That ball was traveling. Jung-Hoo Lee was running back. Ball bounces off the wall, and Aaron Judge is on there with a double. So that ball was hit hard, too. It looked like the way Jung-Hoo Lee was running, it looked like that ball was leaving the park, but fell short of a home run. But now we have Cody Bellinger at the plate, who had himself a nice game yesterday. So let's see how he does today as he takes the ball for the first pitch. It keeps showing the replay here for Aaron Judge's hit there. Yeah, I know I'm 10 years older than you. I know that, Petruzzi. You're a youngin'. Second pitch to Bellinger is a ball. So it's 2 balls, no strikes to Cody Bellinger. So runner on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. 2 balls, no strikes to Cody Bellinger. And that is called a strike. Bellinger didn't really like that call. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. Logan Webb checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. That was a 93-mile-per-hour sinker. Yeah, far from it there, Jacob. You're like way off. Your math sucks. 2-2 count to Cody Bellinger. Here's the pitch. And Bellinger hits a little grounder back to Logan Webb as he picks up the ball, throws over first base for out number 2. That does move Aaron Judge to third base. So we have a runner on third now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and that will bring up Paul Goldschmidt. Tell him, Brad. John Q says he needed that to be a homer. Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. Stay humble there, Petruzzi. And now we have Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the pitch to Paul Goldschmidt. There's a hit to right field, and that ball will drop, and that will score Aaron Judge. The Yankees take a 1-0 lead. They are on the board. So that's a single for Paul Goldschmidt, and that will bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. So a 2-out RBI single for Paul Goldschmidt. So let's see if the Yankees can keep this inning alive with 2 outs. So they are on the board with a 1-0 lead now. So nice hit there by Paul Goldschmidt. As Webb checks first base. That was his first throw over. Here's Jazz Chisholm Jr., the name that I've been talking about as far as needing to greatly improve as he rips that foul. So it's an 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So Jazz on a big slump right now. He needs to break out of this slump and get back into a good groove here. So 0 for his last 21. His last hit was last Sunday against the Pirates. So it's not something you want to see. So he's got to break out of this slump that he's in. I believe he will. He just needs to show more patience at the plate and stop constantly trying to swing for the fences as he takes strike 2 here. So it is an 0-2 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Here in the bottom of the first, the Yankees have a 1-0 lead over the Giants. Here's the pitch from Webb. Way inside. So the count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yeah, he's definitely overthinking at the plate there, Petruzzi. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. The count is now even. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Bottom of the first. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Logan Webb checks at first. He sets. Here's the pitch. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that'll release Paul Goldschmidt from first base. So let's see what happens here. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's the 3-2, and Jazz hits a grounder to the second baseman, throws over to first for out number 3. But the Yankees do score a run on 2 hits, and we are going to the top of the second, folks, and we are in a commercial break. And with that commercial break, I will take a little break, and I will be right back. All right, we are back to the game. Top of the second. First pitch from Rodon here in the top of the second to Flores is a ball, so it's 1 ball, no strike to Wilmer Flores. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. 1-1 now to Wilmer Flores. Yankees have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch from Rodon, and that is a ball. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Wilmer Flores. Two balls, 1 strike. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder hit to Anthony Volpe as he throws over to first base to Paul Goldschmidt for out number 1. So 1 out here in the top of the second, and that will bring up Matt Chapman to the plate. What's up, Sco? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. How you doing? How you doing? And here's the first pitch to Chapman, and that is called a strike on a 79-mile-per-hour curveball. Yeah, you got a membership. Either it was from one of the other members who bought memberships, and as Matt Chapman hits that to right field, Aaron Judge is there to make the catch at the warning track. Matt Chapman did give it a ride, but we have 2 outs here in the inning. So good catch there made there by Aaron Judge. So yeah, Sco. Yeah, it was either Ken, Rodney, or it might have been Joel. There were some memberships bought, so you are a member. And just so you know how the membership works, if you're gifted a membership, it's good for 30 days, then it expires. If you want to continue being a member, there's a link in the description if you want to continue being a member. But the gifted memberships are good for 30 days. So just to let you know how that works. And we have Matos at the plate, and it's a 1-1 count to Matos as he hits a grounder to Anthony Volpe. Nicely played. Throws over to first, and we have out number 3. So another 1-2-3 inning here for Carlos Rodon. We are moving to the bottom of the second. So far, so good for Carlos Rodon. Let's see if he can keep it going. So a good outing so far. And we are in a commercial break. So that was a quick inning. And we're going to go to the we are going to the top or bottom of the second. Yeah, Sco. That's right. So, but since we're in a commercial break, let's check the polls out here. Let's see what we got for the polls. What did everybody vote? What did most of you vote? Let's see. So 13 votes so far, and most of you said 4 to 6 innings for Carlos Rodon. That's how many innings you think he'll pitch. And while we're in a commercial break, so thank you all for tuning in. As always, make sure you all hit that like button, hit the subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. If we get to 50 likes on this while we're live on the stream, I will buy a membership for someone. So somebody will receive that membership. So yeah, if we get to 50 likes, I will buy a membership. You heard it. You heard that here. So let's see how many likes we're at right now. Let me check that real quick. Looks like 23 likes. All right. It looks like we're heading back into the game here. Yeah, I saw that tweet there, Jacob. Some good news, you know, as long as he's not being rushed back, man. And first pitch to Anthony Volpe is a strike. It's an 0-1 count to Anthony Volpe. So no balls, one strike. Logan Webb sets. Here's the pitch. 0-2 now. So a quick 0-2 count to Anthony Volpe. Oh, boy. John Q. He's on one right now. As Volpe takes a ball here. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. Here's the pitch from Webb, and it is fouled off. So Volpe staying alive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Webb as Volpe fouls that back. So we are here in the bottom of the second. Yankees have a 1-0 lead as Webb pitches here and just misses. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Anthony Volpe. And bat goes flying. So that is a strikeout, and looks like a fan caught it. But that is a strikeout. Volpe does strike out. That is 1 out here in the inning. The bat slips out of his hands, and it goes flying, man. Good catch by that fan. Oh, it hit him. It looked like it hit him in his arm. And here we have Jason Dominguez at the plate, who's having himself an all right season so far, you know. As I always say, expectations with the rookies. And Dominguez hits that into left center field, and that ball is going to drop. Ramos throws the ball into the infield, and that is a double, a 1-out double for Jason Dominguez. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. A nice piece of hitting there by Dominguez. And that should bring up J.C. Escara to the plate. So great swing there by Dominguez. And yes, that does bring up J.C. Escara. What's up, Joe? How's it going? And here we have J.C. Escara at the plate. He was one of my home run predictions as he takes ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to J.C. Escara. So runner on second, bottom of the second, 1 out. J.C. Escara at the plate. Logan Webb pitches. And that one is drilled into right field. And that'll score Jason Dominguez. It's a 2-0 game. And J.C. Escara slides into second base. Back-to-back doubles here. That's what I'm talking about. The Yankees take a 2-0 lead. So back-to-back doubles and RBI for J.C. Escara. And the Yankees have a 2-0 lead. Still 1 out here in the inning. And that will bring up Oswaldo Cabrera. Thank you, Chua. Thank you so much. So some nice hitting going on right now in this inning. Let's see if the Yankees could keep this going. Let's see if they could get their 3rd run. And first career RBI for J.C. Escara. So congratulations to J.C. Escara. And here we have Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate as he takes a strike. 0-1 count to Oswaldo Cabrera. And he shows bunt, but what does the umpire say? Umpire says he did not go. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Webb checks second base. Here's the pitch. Way inside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Cabrera. Yeah, it looks like a much better day in the Bronx compared to the last 2. So a little more packed at the stadium. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Cabrera. So 3 balls, 1 strike, runner on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch from Webb, and hits sharply, and it's a grounder to the second baseman. He throws over to first for out number 2, but that does move J.C. Escara to third base, and we are back to the top of the lineup, and that will bring up Ben Rice. Yankees leadoff hitters this season average is .352. First place, home runs is 4, tied for third. On-base percentage is .462. OPS is 1228 or 1128, and that they're first place in both of those categories too. So leadoff hitters have been doing good for the Yankees thus far. As Ben Rice takes the ball, he is 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the 1-0. Count now is 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the second, runner on third. Let's see what Ben Rice does here. Here's the pitch, and he takes a strike. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. Escara takes the lead at third base. Here's the 2-1. That is in there for a strike, so the count is now even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the second, runner on third. Let's see if the Yankees can get another run here in this inning. Here's the pitch from Webb, and that is hit to the opposite field, to left field, and that will score J.C. Escara, and that is a single for Ben Rice. So the Yankees keeping this inning alive. It's a 3-0 game. Yankees bats doing some work here, so against Logan Webb. So good piece of hitting there by Ben Rice. And that will bring up Aaron Judge to the plate, who is 1 for 1 in today's game. He hit a double in his first at bat. And here we have Logan Webb. Here's the pitch, and Judge hits a grounder to Matt Chapman, throws over to first base for out number 3. But the Yankees do score 2, so they have 3 runs on 5 hits so far, and we are going to the top of the third. We are in a commercial break, and I will take a little break, and I will be right back. All right, and we are back to the game as Schmidt is at the plate, Casey Schmidt, as he takes a strike from Carlos Rodon. Carlos Rodon so far having a good outing. Here's the 0-1. And it's a grounder hit to Anthony Volpe. Throws over to first base to Paul Goldschmidt for out number 1. So 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. And that brings up the catcher, Patrick Bailey, to the plate. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. It is 1-0. So 1 ball, no strike to Bailey. You have 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. The Yankees have a 3-0 lead here against the San Francisco Giants. So just misses the strike zone. So 2 balls, no strikes now to Bailey. Rodon sets. Here's the 2-0. And misses on the outside. So Rodon not liking that. And we have Christian Koss waiting on deck. So it's 3-0 count now. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. Bailey was about to take his walk, but he's not liking that call. So it's we're both laughing at each other like, hey, you got what you wanted. I got what I wanted. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Rodon. That is in there for a strike. So count is now full. Let's see if Rodon could get his 2nd strikeout of the game. Here's the 3-2, and he walks him. So first walk issued by Rodon. So Bailey will take first base, and that'll bring up Koss to the plate. I appreciate it, John Q. That means a lot to me, man. I appreciate the kind words. I do appreciate. I try to do what I can, man. Try to do what I can. And here we have Koss at the plate as he takes a ball. So we have a runner on first, top of the 3rd with 1 out. Koss is at the plate. He takes a ball. So it's 1 ball and no strikes. So Koss as Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Koss. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Koss. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. And that is fouled back. The count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. So let's see if Rodon can get a 2nd strikeout here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd with a runner on first base. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses, and that is a strikeout. That is the 2nd strikeout of the game for Carlos Rodon. So 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. And that'll bring up Ramos to the plate. So the Giants are back to the top of the lineup. Here's the pitch from Rodon, and that is a strike. So it's an 0-1 count. Ramos is 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at bat. So no balls, 1 strike. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. Just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Ramos. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. And he fouls it off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Rodon could get his 3rd strikeout of the game. Let's play that horn. Let's see if Rodon could get his 3rd strikeout of the game. Let's see if he can come out of this inning clean. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Rodon. It's a swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 3rd strikeout of the game for Carlos Rodon. We are going to the bottom of the third. Rodon so far having a solid outing, so that's what we like to see. That's what I'm talking about. We are going to a commercial break now. 2-1 Orioles. Okay, Chua. We now have a game time cooking show. No doubt about it. But Yankees have a 3-0 lead heading into the bottom of the third. Carlos Rodon so far having a good outing. Let's see if the bats can put on some more runs. Let's see what they can do. Yeah, for sure, Ace. And shout out to my guy, Ace. So far, so good for Rodon, man. He's looking good. So that's what we want to see from Carlos Rodon. You know, so far, you know, let's see, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk in 3 innings. Hasn't given up any hits or runs yet, so that's what we want to see from Rodon. But that's exactly the type of outing we want to see from Carlos Rodon. So while we're still in a commercial break, real quick, scores around Major League Baseball. Cleveland beating the Royals 2-0. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati 0-0. Orioles beating the Blue Jays 2-1. The Rays beating the Braves 2-0. Miami, Washington is 1-1. Angels, Houston. Angels winning 1-0. Detroit, Minnesota right now is 0-0. As we head back into the game, and leading things off here in the bottom of the third should be Cody Bellinger. And they're showing the Chrysler Building, showing Manhattan here. So looks like a nice day in New York. Yep, that'll Cody Bellinger leads things off here in the bottom of the third as he takes a ball. So it's 1 ball, no strike to Cody Bellinger. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the pitch from Webb, and it's a swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger. So we are in the bottom of the third. Yankees have a 3-0 lead. And Logan Webb waiting for the signal as he gets it. And here's the 1-1. And Bellinger hits that one to left field. And play is made for out number 1. And now that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt, who is 1 for 1 in today's game. He had an RBI single in his first at bat. So let's see what he does here with this at bat. And here's the first pitch. And Goldschmidt hits that one high to right field. It is traveling. It is going back. And the catch is made by the right fielder as he leaped up for it. He basically took what looked like a home run away. But Goldschmidt sent that one flying. That ball was traveling. But Matos made a fantastic play right there. Does he take a home run away? Potentially. He takes a potential home run away. If not a home run, it definitely would have been bounced off the wall. That ball looked like it could have been gone, but what a fantastic play by Matos for out number 2 as that brings up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate, and he swings and misses. And it keeps showing that replay. Yeah, that ball probably, would have bounced off the wall, but what a hit by Goldschmidt. And Goldschmidt was running towards second. He was looking, and yep. Saw he was out. And Webb misses with that pitch. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. What's up, Infernus? What's going on, bro? How you feeling? So 3-1 count now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Here's the 3-1 count. And Jazz fouls it off. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yes. Give me 1 second here, Infernus. I got you here, bro. Hold on. Once this inning finishes, I'll get the link to you there, dude. Here's the 3-2. And he struck him out. And Jazz now is 0 for 23 now. So he struck out. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. So Jazz still continuing in his slumping ways, unfortunately. That will take us to a commercial break. Let me get that link for you there. Infernus. That's the link. So yeah, that link is for channel membership. So if anybody is interested in becoming a member, the membership link is right there. So again, for anybody that's interested, it's right there. If you join, greatly appreciated. If not, all good. I mean, you being a subscriber is good enough for me too. Being a member means a lot to me too. But again, your call on that. But yeah, Jazz still continuing, unfortunately, in his slumping ways. He is 0 for 23 now. So not looking good. But either way, Yankees have a 3-0 lead. We are heading to the top of the fourth. So hopefully Rodon has another good outing. And he could get out. He could get out of the inning clean. But let's see what they do. And checking out some of the other scores here. Detroit, Minnesota 0-0. The Red Sox and White Sox 0-0 going into the second. Phillies and the Cardinals are 0-0 in the top of the first. I'll probably have some other games here in the afternoon. And then your evening game is the Dodgers and Cubs, folks. That is your game on ESPN tonight. So yo, TC Steels, what's up, man? And what up, Must Have Snacks? So anybody who wants to join that Discord, the link is right there. So it's a cool little group that we have there. And we are back to the game. And here we have Carlos Rodon as he throws a strike there to Willy Adames, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. He did fly out in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. That is a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Willy Adames. Here's the 1-1. That is in there for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Rodon could get his 4th strikeout of the game. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Willy Adames. We are in the top of the 4th. And the pitch is a strikeout. 4th strikeout of the game. Shrug him out. Let's play that whistle. And that is blown out here in the top of the 4th. And that does bring up Jung-Hoo Lee, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. And here's the first pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee. And that is called a ball. Thought it was a strike, but oh well. Ace says, bro, it never fails. Other teams make great catches against us like every game. Seriously. As Rodon throws a strike there on a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jung-Hoo Lee. We have 1 out here in the top of the 4th. The Yankees have a 3-0 lead. It's a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Rodon. Just misses. So 2-1 count now to Rodon. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Rodon so far having a pretty solid outing. Here's the 2-1. And that is a little high. So 3 balls, 1 strike now. Yeah, Bill, Yankees looking good, man. I like what I'm seeing so far. 3 balls, 1 strike to Jung-Hoo Lee as Rodon pitches, and it is fouled off. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jung-Hoo Lee. It's a full count. Let's see if Carlos Rodon could get his 5th strikeout of the game. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Lee. Here's the pitch from Rodon, and Lee hits that into right field. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. It's a solo home run for Jung-Hoo Lee. The Giants are on the board with their first run of the game. It's a solo home run by Jung-Hoo Lee. And now the Yankees lead 3-1, and the Giants are trailing by 2 runs now. So second home run of the season for Jung-Hoo Lee. Yankees have a 3-1 lead, 103.2 exit velo. The distance was 406 feet, and they're showing the replay here. Yeah, so a good pitch to hit for Lee, took advantage of it, and it's a 3-1 game now. And that brings up Flores as he takes a strike. It's an 0-1 count or 1-1 count now to Chapman. Or Flores, excuse me. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Flores. Let's see if Rodon could get another strikeout here in this inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So 5th strikeout for Carlos Rodon. So far, so good. So nice way to bounce back. He gave up that homer and then struck out Flores. Now that brings up Matt Chapman. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. It's a 3-1 game. And here's the pitch from Rodon. And he just misses the strike zone. So it's a 1-0 count. All right, it's 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, all right, Bill. I'm sorry to hear that. Yo, let's yeah, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just real quick, those type of comments are not welcome here. I don't welcome that crap. So let's not bring it here. All right. Let's just keep it Yankees, keep it baseball. Let's just have fun, folks. But here's the 1-2, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now. So here's the 2-2, and he swings and misses, and he struck him out. 6th strikeout of the game for Carlos Rodon. He's looking really good in this game. So we are moving to the bottom, going to the bottom of the 4th, and we are in a commercial break. Oh, yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure because I was like, wait a second. Yeah, that's not necessary. That's not necessary. So just be cool. Be cool. Okay. All good. But we are going to the bottom of the 4th. It is a 3-1 game. Jung-Hoo Lee hit a homer, but Rodon still looking good. You know, he has 5 strikeouts in this, or 6 strikeouts in this game, should I say. So 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, only gave up the 1 run so far in 4 innings. So Rodon having a solid outing. But here we are, folks. Here we are. How's everybody feeling about this game? Talk to me. Let's talk about the game. How is everybody feeling about it? Is everybody are you all feeling good about Rodon's outing so far? Did you all expect this kind of start from Carlos Rodon? Talk to me. Let's talk. How are we feeling? Bill says Rodon looks good today. Jacob says NFE, we wanted Adames for third base, but he didn't want to wait for Soto I mean, whatever. That's his problem, dude. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, Rodon is looking good today. He's looking confident for sure. I agree with you, Beagle. Must Have Snacks says looking good so far. No doubt about it. But yeah, no. Hopefully he can keep this going. He's got a groove. He's in his groove right now. So that's what we want to see. Yeah, I know. He's prone to giving up the home run ball. So he's going to give up at least 1. But we are back to the game. So bottom of the fourth, and we have Anthony Volpe leading things off here in the bottom of the fourth as he takes ball 2 here. So 2-0 count to Anthony Volpe. He struck out in his first at bat. So here's the 2-0. 3-0. Logan Webb just misses. So 3 balls, no strikes to Anthony Volpe. Webb sets. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. Oh, my boy Bill just gifted 5 strike zone memberships. That deserves a round of applause. Let's go. My man. Thank you so much, man. We're going to play that round of applause again. One more time. We gotta play it twice, man. 5 strike zone memberships. You are too kind, my friend. Thank you so much. Who are the recipients? So it looks like Krista Flash, Norma Flores, Slim Lewis, Ricardo Flores, sizes of a beetle bug are the recipients of that strike zone memberships. Thank you so much. You are the man, Bill. Thank you. You are the man as Anthony Volpe draws a walk, and that'll bring up Jason Dominguez. So congratulations to those that got the membership. So you're welcome. You could thank Bill. Thank you again, Bill. Very generous of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Dominguez at the plate now as he takes a ball. So Logan Webb just misses just a little bit inside. And Volpe is at first base as he takes a lead. And it's 2 balls, no strikes now to Jason Dominguez, who was 1 for 1 in today's game. He had an RBI double in his last at bat. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. And Webb throws over to first to check on Volpe. He's safe. Let's see if the Yankees can get some runs going here. They have a 3-1 lead right now. Here's the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Dominguez. Like I said, folks, if we get to 50 likes during this live stream, I will buy a membership. And here's 2 balls, 1 strike, and Dominguez fouls that off. So count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that'll bring up J.C. Escara, or should I say J.C. Escara waiting on deck. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on first, bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. And good eye by Dominguez. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. So it's a full count. Let's see if they'll have Volpe steal here. It's a full count to Dominguez. We got a runner on first with nobody out. Webb sets. Here's the pitch. And he fouls it back. So Dominguez still staying alive. So Logan Webb right now at 63 pitches. Webb sets. And he throws over to first, and Volpe slides back to first. He is safe. So he almost got picked off. Volpe almost did get picked off, but he got back there in time. Here's the 3-2, and he walks him. So it is a walk, as Volpe was going to steal second. But it was a walk issued by Webb. So we got runners on first and second now with still nobody out. And that'll bring up J.C. Escara, who got an RBI. Well, it was him actually that got the RBI double. So Escara got his first RBI, his first career RBI here in the majors. So congratulations. They are having a little chit chat there with Logan Webb, just trying to settle him down. That brings up Escara. He's 1-for-1 in today's game. The Yankees have a real opportunity to put up some more runs here. Runners on first and second. We got JC Escara coming to the plate. So Yankees have a real opportunity here. Size of a beetle bug, yeah. That would work, man. A double steal, and both of those guys could run. I would love to see a double steal. So Webb gets the signal here. He checks second base. Here's the pitch to Escara, and it is a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the fourth. Still nobody out. Yankees have a 3-1 lead. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss by Escara. So the count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. So it is a 1-2 count. As Logan Webb checks second base. Here's the 1-2. And Escara fouls that one in foul territory. It looks like Matt Chapman is right there to make the play for out number 1. So Escara does pop out in foul territory. And that will bring up Oswaldo Cabrera. So 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Still runners on first and second. Let's see what Cabrera could do here. He is 0-for-1 in today's game. He grounded out in his first at bat. So we have 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Webb as Cabrera swings and misses for strike 1. Yeah, Oswaldo Cabrera has not hit a home run yet this season, so I'm sure he's waiting to hit his first one. He is definitely due. It's an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Oswaldo Cabrera. We are here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 out, 2 men on. 3-1 game. Yankees leading. Here's the pitch, and it's a grounder to first base as he steps on the bag for out number 2. The runners do move over to second and third. And that does bring up Ben Rice. We're back to the top of the lineup for the Yankees. So let's see if Rice can drive a couple of runs in this fourth inning. So Yankees have an opportunity here to put up some more runs. And here's the pitch to Ben Rice, and it's a swing and a miss. So strike 1 to Ben Rice. Ben Rice is 1-for-2 in today's game. He had an RBI single in the second inning. As Logan Webb sets, he checks second base. Here's the pitch. And Rice fouls that, so it's an 0-2 count. Runners on second and third, bottom of the fourth. It's an 0-2 count. 2 men on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And Rice strikes out looking. That'll end the fourth inning. We are going to the top of the fifth. Yankees still have a 3-1 lead. They do leave a couple of runners on. Let's see what Rodon could do here in the top of the fifth. Very nice, John Q. Very nice. But top of the fifth coming up. So hopefully you're all enjoying this game. And we are in a commercial break. And I will take a little break, and I will be right back. All right, folks, we're back to the game. Top of the fifth inning here. Luis Matos at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. Carlos Rodon pitching a good game so far as he throws a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 6 strikeouts for the game. Walked the batter. Gave up 1 run in 4 innings so far. And he is currently at 60 pitches. So 1-1 count to Matos. Here's the pitch from Rodon, and that is in there for a strike on a slider. The count is 1-2. Let's see if Rodon could get his 7th strikeout of the game. As Rodon sets, Matos is ready. Here's the pitch as he fouls that back. $250 on the Yankees. All right, so John Q making some money, huh? So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Matos. We are in the top of the fifth. It's a 3-1 game. Yankees are leading. Matos at the plate. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch, and Matos hits that to right field. Aaron Judge is right there to make the play for out number 1. We have 1 away here in the top of the fifth. So 1 out here in the top of the fifth. And that brings up Schmidt, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the pitch from Rodon, and it is fouled off. So strike 1 to Schmidt. And we are currently at 35 likes, people. So 15 more to go to 50. So if there's 15 people that have not hit that like button, hit that like button as Schmidt hits a grounder to third. Cabrera throws over to first for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the fifth, and that will bring up Bailey, who walked in his last at bat. And it's 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. And we have Patrick Bailey at the plate. So 15 more likes, and I will gift a free membership. Yo, what's up there, Nathan? Good to see you. So 0-1 count to Bailey here. So two outs here in the top of the fifth. Nobody on. 0-1 count to Bailey. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. So it's a 0-2 count. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Let's go. Let's see if Rodon can strike out number 7. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Out number 3. Carlos Rodon wheeling and dealing in today's game. We are going to the bottom of the fifth. The Yankees still have a 3-1 lead. We are going to a commercial break. So the Yankees looking good so far. Rodon looking great. Nitin says we'll be with Frank Luna and JC Oscar later tonight at Mama D's Empanadas in Parlin, New Jersey. Nice. Can you get him to give me a shout out or something? Give me a shout out or get me an autograph. That would be awesome there, Nitin. No doubt about it, John Q. But we are heading to the bottom of the fifth. We are in a commercial break. Carlos Rodon wheeling and dealing. He's got 7 strikeouts in today's game. So a strong outing so far by Carlos Rodon. Let's check these scores around Major League Baseball. The Pirates, the Reds beating the Pirates 2-0. The Royals beating the Guardians 4-2. The Rays beating the Braves 3-0. The Orioles beating the Blue Jays 4-2. The Nationals beating the Marlins 3-1. White Sox, Boston tied at 0. Minnesota Twins beating Detroit Tigers 2-0. 0-0 Phillies and Cardinals. 2-1 Angels beating the Astros. And those are your scores right now, folks. And we're gonna have a few games being played here in the afternoon. So look out. That would be pretty dope. That would be pretty cool. And Williams saying Verdon's going to get the win. That's what's up. That's hopefully. But so far, so good for Carlos Rodon. Let's see what the Yankees bats could do here in the bottom of the fifth. And we are back to the game as Aaron Judge will lead things off here as he takes ball one. So Judge is 1 for 2 in today's game. He had a double in the first inning, scored a run. So here's the 1-0 count to Aaron Judge as he takes a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. All right, and Furnace, welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Thank you so much, man. As Judge takes strike 2 here on a sweeper. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge here in the bottom of the fifth. Yeah, Escar's story is awesome, man. What a way to overcome all that adversity. Didn't give up, kept working hard. And here's the 1-2. Whoa, almost hits him. Way inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Aaron Judge as Webb gets the signal, sets. Here's the pitch, and Judge fouls that off, still staying alive. Two balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. Here's the pitch, and it's a full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. And let's see what happens here. So we are here in the bottom of the fifth. It's a 3-1 game. Here's the pitch from Webb, and he walks him. So Aaron Judge will take first base. It's a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the fifth. Webb right now at 81 pitches. Thought it'd be worth mentioning that. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Let's see if he could get something going here. As he swings at the first pitch, that is foul. So it is an 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in today's game. So runner on first, nobody out. Bellinger at the plate, 0-1 count. Webb checks first. He sets. And here's the pitch. And Bellinger fouls it off. So it's an 0-2 count. What about the Knicks there, John Q? And after this series, the Yankees are going to play against the Royals. So it's going to be a fun series. It's going to be a good series. Here's the 0-2 as that is high. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. 3-1 lead for the Yankees. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Bellinger strikes out. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. So 1 out here in the inning. As that will bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. And here we have Paul Goldschmidt, and he goes around for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth, runner on first. Goldschmidt is 1 for 2 in today's game. He had an RBI single in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Count now is 0-2. If you're talking about podcasting for New York basketball, I don't. Um, like I still enjoy the NBA. I just don't enjoy it as much as I used to there, John. I just don't think the NBA is the same. But I'm glad to see the Knicks doing well again. I do keep up with their games. I don't watch every single game, but I'm excited. I'm excited about what they're doing. I just wish they would win a championship while I'm alive. And here's the 1-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. The next podcast I really want to do, once I could get more time and once I could have a little bit more success with this channel, as Paul Goldschmidt takes ball 3, it's a full count. I would like to do a fight channel because I'm a big combat sports fan. So I'm into the UFC, I'm into boxing. So I want to do something. I want to do something like that. So full count to Paul Goldschmidt. Jazz Chisholm Jr. waiting on deck. And here's the 3-2. It is fouled off as Judge was looking to steal second. He'll go back to first. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner on first. 1 out here at the bottom of the 5th. As Webb checks on Judge. He's having a little laugh there. Nah, I want to do combat sports, man. If I do another channel, it's going to be combat sports as Paul Goldschmidt draws a walk. So the Yankees have 2 runners on now with Jazz Chisholm Jr. coming to the plate. Jazz Chisholm Jr. has to do something here. He is 0 for his last 23. He's got to get something going here, right? A hit would suffice. It would at least break him out of that slump, and hopefully it would provide him some sort of boost. And we got 2 runners on. Here's Jazz Chisholm Jr. as he hits a grounder, and there's 1. And they do get the runner out on second. So Jazz Chisholm Jr. is on first base on a fielder's choice. So now we have runners on the corners. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. So runners on the corners, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Let's see if Volpe can make something happen here. I don't have a UFC pod with Brad, but whatever you say there, Jacob. That'd be cool though to get Brad to talk fights. I know Brad watches fights like I do. So, and first pitch is a swing and a miss to Volpe, so it's an 0-1 count. But yeah, that would be pretty cool if to get Brad on. We're going to talk about the Volkanovski fight from last night. Which congratulations to your countryman there, Brad. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners on the corners, bottom of the 5th here. Here's the pitch from Webb. And that is a ball. It's a throw over to first as Jazz gets back to first base. And Miller is warming up in the bullpen for the San Francisco Giants, left-handed pitcher. So Webb trying to get out of this inning here. He's currently at 95 pitches here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 1-1. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. If I have to pay him for an appearance, I got to pay a lot of people for an appearance. So, no. Brad says, hell no. Hell no to what? But 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on first and third. Logan Webb sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout. And the Yankees leave 2 runners stranded. We are going to the top of the 6th. And we are in a commercial break. And with us being in a commercial break, I will take a little break, and I will be right back. All right. So we are back to the game. Rodon is back on the mound as he throws a ball to Kos, or Kos, should I say. Here's the 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Kos. Carlos Rodon right now at 72 pitches. It's a 1-2 count to Kos. Here's the 1-2. And it's a grounder hit to Volpe, but cannot come up with the ball. And Kos will reach first base. Will they rule that an error? Yeah, I mean, that should have been a play. That play should have been made, but I would think they're settle down there, Jacob. Sicko. And Ramos is at the plate now, back to the top of the lineup for the Giants. It's an 0-1 count. And congratulations to Kos. You know, he got his first career MLB hit. Good for him. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. We have a runner on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Misses. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ramos. It doesn't look like they ruled it an error. I'm not seeing it. Sure. Here's the 2-1. And that is fouled off. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Ramos. Let's see if Rodon could get his 9th strikeout or his 8th strikeout of the game. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. 8 strikeouts now. Carlos Rodon. Rodon having himself a really good game. Yeah, it should be an error. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, Norma, you just got gifted a membership by Bill. So how are you, Norma? What's going on? So a runner on first with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Yankees have a 3-1 lead. Here's the pitch, and Adames fouls that back. So it's 1-1 count to Willie Adames. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Facts, Norma. You're absolutely correct. Here's the 1-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Willie Adames. And we got Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen right now for the New York Yankees. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. So outside. Norma, you're in Texas, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think we had talked in one of the other live streams. I think you said you were in Texas. Here's the 3-1, and he walks Ramos or Adames. So we got 2 runners on. JC Escar is going to come out to talk with Carlos Rodon, and that does bring out Matt Blake. So he's going to try and settle him down. You're in New Mexico, but border to Texas, so kind of the same thing. Okay. That gives me an idea. So, yeah, you're next state, you're a neighboring state. So you're south of me, kind of. Border to Texas, though. That makes sense. Yeah, you ain't getting paid by me. And if Petruzzi's going to be your agent, then yeah, you're screwed. He's not going to do you any favors or help you out. So let's see if Rodon can get some outs here as he pitches a strike to Jung-Hoo Lee, who was 1 for 2 in today's game. He did have the only RBI in the game with a solo homer. Texas is 4 minutes away, and you live in – wow, that's funny. And that is foul back, so there's strike 2. Let's see if Rodon could get his 9th strikeout of the game. Jake, I owe Jacob a lot of beatings when I see him. Oh, that's all I know. Here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Jung-Hoo Lee. Rodon looking for strikeout number 9. So we got 2 runners on, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder, but called foul by first base umpire. So still a 1-2 count. Nice little catch made there by Goldschmidt, though. That was fair, man. Yeah, probably would have had him out. But it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jung-Hoo Lee. Rodon sets. Here's the pitch. And Lee hits that. That ball is being driven to right field. It is gone. It's a 3-run home run given up by Carlos Rodon. And 2nd home run by Jung-Hoo Lee. And it's a 4-3 game now, folks. So Rodon was pitching so great and then gives up the 3-run homer. So it's a 4-3 game now, folks. So not what we wanted. Not what we wanted. Yeah, normal. Oh, no, twice she says, yep. So he gives up 2 home runs today. So, and now we have Flores at the plate. But, yep, so Giants have a 4-3 lead. I mean, in the previous innings, the Yankees had some opportunities to score some more runs, in the 2 previous innings, but couldn't get it going. If they had scored some more runs, maybe, it would have been a different score. Yankees would have still been leading at least, right? But, this is some of those situations where, the bats need to come through. But, it just puts the starting pitcher more at ease if you add some more runs, right? But unfortunately, Rodon gave up that 3-run shot as Flores pops that one up, and it looks like Volpe is there to make the play for out number 2, because the Yankees are 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position so far in today's game, and they've left 6 men on base. So, it's not great. But that does bring up Matt Chapman to the plate. And here's the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, Yankees 3 for 10 with runners in scoring or runners in scoring position. They left 6 men on base, so that's not great either. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Chapman. And Birdsong warming up in the bullpen for the San Francisco Giants. Rodon at 95 pitches. It's a 2-1 count now to Matt Chapman. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Don't forget strike 9 here. Here's the 2-2. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and that is foul back. Still staying alive. So since 2024, Rodon has allowed 36 home runs. That is the most in Major League Baseball. That is his biggest weakness, is just giving up the long ball. Here's the 3-2, and he walks him. So Rodon getting a little frustrated, but that is going to do it for him. And that should bring in Jack or Mark Leiter Jr. So 100 pitches for Rodon. Still had a solid outing. It just, that 3-run home run just was not good. But, here we go. But, yeah, he's upset with himself. And we are in a commercial break right now, folks. Mark Leiter Jr. will come into the game. Yeah, he's done. 100 pitches, but, looking at his outing, couldn't finish the 5th inning, but gave up 3 hits on 4 runs, struck out 8, walked 3. I mean, the outing, those are good numbers. It was just giving up those home runs, giving up those hits, or giving up those runs. It just sucked. But Yankees can bounce back. It's not like the game is over. You know what I mean? So it's we're in the top of the 6th. So, and they're only trailing by 1 run. They're not trailing by 8 runs, right? This ain't Friday night, thank God. But how I don't panic over all of this, I stay calm, man. I stay calm. There's no sense in me losing my mind. I'm not happy about it. It may not show it, but no. For me, there's no point in me losing my mind. There's no point in me panicking, because it's not gonna change anything. Whatever the results are gonna be the results. So that's the way I see it. I mean, every time, for me, it's a game. It's a game I enjoy. I mean, of course, I want the Yankees to win. Of course, why would I not want them to win? But just sometimes, man, it just, I don't get paid by these guys. I'm not Michael Kay. I don't work for the Yankees. I don't work for Yes Network. So, but it's like Michael Kay. He's been announcing the Yankees a long time. I've never seen him certainly lose it. Well, you're not doing any favors, because I ain't giving out payouts, Petruzzi. And we have Mark Leiter Jr. on the mound. So as he looks to close out the 6th inning here, he has taken over pitching duties. And here's the pitch from Leiter Jr. That is in there for a strike for Yastrzemski, who is pinch hitting now. So he is in the game now. So it's an 0-1 count, runner on first, 2 outs. And here's the pitch to Yastrzemski as he pops that one up to right field. Aaron Judge is right there to make the play for out number 3. But the Giants do damage, and they take the lead now 4-3. And the Yankees are trailing by 1 run now. So we are in a commercial break. The Yankees need to make something happen here. So they gotta do better with runners in scoring position. Let's see if they can get something going here. I don't announce Knicks games, so. But we are in a commercial break right now. I'm sure a few folks are probably upset, but oh well. What can we do? Start with the playoffs. Yeah, like I said, the next podcast I want to do a combat sports channel. Probably be mostly UFC fights. For lunch, nothing yet, bro. I had a late breakfast, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for lunch yet. I'm probably gonna do that after the game. I don't know. It's Sunday. I don't know. It sounds like a junk food kind of day. What about you, Infernus? What are you having for lunch, bro? Or did you already have lunch? What's going on? The fight last night was really good, man. I know Diego Lopez was a lot of folks felt like he was going to win, but I don't know, man. My heart was telling me Volk. I wasn't ready to give up on Volkanovski. I thought he was going to win that fight. It should have been a split decision though, instead of unanimous. That was a freaking good fight, man. And then Paddy Pimblett destroying Michael Chandler. And then, Pimblett's calling out some of these guys like Justin Gaethje, but I don't think he's ready for Gaethje. He's not ready for Gaethje. He's not ready for Poirier. He's not ready for Charles Oliveira. He is not ready for, clearly Islam Makhachev, Arman. He's not ready for any of those guys. So, but the fights were good last night, in fairness. Fights were really good. And here we have Hayden Birdsong taking over pitching duties. So he will be taking over here in the bottom of the sixth for Logan Webb. Dominguez will lead things off here in the bottom of the sixth. So he is 1-for-1 in today's game. Yankees are down 4-3 right now. So they were up all game up until now. So let's see if they can make something happen here. Yastrzemski taking over right field for the San Francisco Giants. And it's a broken bat foul ball. So the count now is 0-2 to Dominguez. Bill says he's doing play-by-play of my son cutting the grass. He hates it. He's cussing the weed here, my lawnmower. That's pretty funny. Oh, man. And it's showing the replay of the broken bat. So it's an 0-2 count to Dominguez. Let's see if he can get something started here. Here's the pitch from Birdsong, and he struck him out looking, and that is out number one, which should bring up J.C. Escara to the plate. Robert, you could, if you want to email me, you could email me at thestrikezone, the number 2 at gmail.com. And that does bring up Escara as he fouls one back for strike one. So again, the strike zone, the number 2 at gmail.com if you want to email me there, Robert. Oh, and 1 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the sixth as Escara swings and misses. He is 1-for-2 in today's game. Escara had a RBI double in the second and also scored a run. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. So back-to-back strikeouts here for Birdsong. And Escara is down looking. And that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera. Escara thought that was a ball. He thought the pitch was low, but umpire said otherwise. And that brings up Cabrera as he takes ball 1. And let me. Yeah, in fairness, I did see that. That was hilarious. That's just Colby Covington just trying to stay relevant. You know what I mean? So he always finds his way to get attention from other fighters and from the media. So Colby does that quite well. Oswaldo Cabrera is 0 for 2 in today's game with 2 groundouts. Here's the pitch to Cabrera as he hits a grounder to the second baseman. And it's a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 6th. We are going to the top of the 7th. And the Giants still have a 4-3 lead. So we are going to a commercial break. But Yankees still down by a run. Let's see if they can make something happen. They got to make something happen in the bottom of the 7th. Not the game that we wanted, but here we are. Yeah, in fairness, it's Colby Covington, dude. You know, did you know? Do you know Colby Covington's story with the UFC? Do you know? Why he started acting the way he did? Why he has this persona? We need to start using those fancy psycho bats. Yeah, the torpedo bats. They look like bowling pins with handles for sure. Yeah, sign everybody up with the torpedo bats. Let's see how many likes we have on this live stream here. So we have 37 likes, folks. So 13 more likes to 50. So if there's 13 people that have not hit that like button, let's get to that 50. If we get to 50 while we're live, I will purchase a membership as we have Mark Leiter Jr. on the mound as he throws a strike to Schmidt. Schmidt is 0 for 2 in today's game. Yeah, you did call 4 runs for Rodon. I called 3. And checks with the first base umpire. He said he did not go, so it's 1-1. Oh, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Cold Italian Pizza? Yeah, the long ball kills him every start, man. Kills him every freaking start. Here's the 1-1. And that's a base hit to right field as Judge throws to the infield. And that is a double, a leadoff double here in the top of the 7th for Schmidt. And that will bring up Bailey. And it's a leadoff double for Schmidt. That brings up Bailey here in the top of the 7th. And the Giants threatening here. Leiter Jr. checks second base. Here's the pitch to Bailey. That is in there for a strike on a 90-mile-per-hour cutter. And when we get a little break here in Furnace, I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about the Colby Covington story. But it's an 0-1 count. Runner on second with nobody out here in the top of the 7th. The Giants have a 4-3 lead. And that is in there for a strike. It's an 0-2 count. So let's see if Leiter Jr. can record a strikeout. Here's the 0-2 count. That is a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Bailey. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Top of the 7th here with a runner on second. Yankees trailing by a run. Here's the pitch as Bailey fouls that. He's still staying alive. There's a chance we might see Alan Winans in this game. Possibly Tim Hill. So, and the ball gets away from Escar, but the runner Schmidt will stay put at second. So it is a full count now. That's a fun fact there, Bill. So it's a full count to Bailey. Runner on second, nobody out here in the top of the seventh. As Leiter Jr. sets. Checks the runner at second. And Leiter Jr. steps off, just kind of resetting himself. Here's the 3-2. And it's a foul ball. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Let's see what Leiter Jr. could do. And he struck him out for out number 1. So we have 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Still a runner on second. Nice movement on that pitch as they show the replay there, but nicely placed in the strike zone. Good spot there. So that does bring up Koss to the plate as he swings and misses on the first pitch on a 93-mile-per-hour sinker. Yeah, John Q, I mean, the pitching right now for the Yankees is incomplete, but Schmidt's coming back on Wednesday. Luis Hill should begin his throwing program this week. And just misses with the ball, so 1-1. Ricardo Flores, thanks for stopping by, man. What's going on, Ricardo? How's your day going? Thank you. How are you? So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second. Leiter Jr. checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch, and that is in there for a strike on a curveball. Let's see if Leiter Jr. can get another strikeout here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on second with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. The Giants have a 4-3 lead. And here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Ball in the dirt. That was Bill who gifted that membership, so you could say thank you to Bill. Bill gave out 5 strike zone memberships, and you are one of the recipients. Day is good, Ricardo says, so no complaints. I heard that, man. It's nice and sunny in my area. All right, Leiter Jr. steps off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, top of the 7th, runner on second. 4-3 lead. Giants trying to add more. Excuse me. As Leiter Jr. checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. As Koss fouls that off. Leiter Jr. sets. Here's the 2-2, and he gets a piece of it, so still staying alive. Thought it was a strikeout there. Leiter Jr. checks second. Here's the pitch. And, off of Goldschmidt's glove, and that goes into right field. That will score a run. Judge almost got him. Nice throw by Judge, but it's a 5-3 game. and a runner on first with 1 out now. So the Giants are up by 2 runs in today's game. Appreciate you, Bill. You're the man. You are the man. Yeah, Goldschmidt misplayed that ball. I think he was expecting that ball to come a different way, but it went a different direction than what he was expecting. But they do score that one an error, but that does do it for Leiter Jr. It's a 5-3 game that we do go back to the top of the lineup, so there will be a pitching change. Ace says, here we go. Yeah, frustrating. So real quick, I don't know if what's his face is still in the chat, Infernus. So the thing with Colby Covington, now it had nothing to do with the cops on Masvidal or nothing like that. So the UFC they were going to cut Colby Covington from the UFC because he was boring, didn't have like a personality, or whatever. So Colby Covington won his fight against in Brazil, and it was I forget the fighter's name. I should know his name. I can't believe he was a good fighter too, great Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. But the name will come to me. But after he won that fight, he went on this rampage, and he dissed Brazil, he dissed the Brazilian people, and then now he has this persona of talking trash, putting people down, all this stuff. So the UFC said they were going to let him go because, he wasn't like this guy that was a loudmouth, kind of like Conor McGregor, just trash talking and whatnot. So since he did that, he had to, he developed this persona, and that's not really who he is, but that's the story with Colby Covington. It's kind of sad though. I mean, he has to be somebody that he's not. So he almost got beat up. Colby Covington almost got beat up by Fabricio Werdum. So he almost got jumped by him. But yeah. Well, hopefully when the Yankees get Schmidt and Luis Hill back, the starting rotation will be a lot better, man, because they do need this rotation. And we have Ramos at the plate. And Ian Hamilton is in the game right now. He's taking over pitching duties. It's an 0-1 count. Yeah, in Furnace, that's the story with Colby Covington. And that pitch is fouled off, so it's an 0-2 count. So the Giants have a 5-3 lead. We are in the top of the 7th. We have 1 out in the inning. We got a runner on first base. It's an 0-2 count to Ramos. As Hamilton sets, here's the pitch, and that is popped up in foul territory. Goldschmidt right there to make the play for out number 2. So we have 2 outs now here in the inning. Let me just catch up with the live feed. MLB TV doing MLB TV things. So I do apologize, folks. Let me get back into it here. Should be all right. So hopefully I'm caught up, but let's see the count here to Adames. It's a 2-0 count to Willy Adames. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Here's the pitch from Hamilton. And Adamas rips that foul. And a nice little souvenir for a fan. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Ian Hamilton. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And it's a 5-3 game. The Giants are leading. What's up, Dev? How's it going? Yeah, and Furnace, I thought you might find that interesting. Or, yeah. Here's the 2-1. Down the middle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's play that 2-strike horn. See if Hamilton can get a strike here and get out of this inning. Here's the 2-2, and he struck him out for out number 3. And that does bring us to the bottom of the 7th. We are in the 7th inning stretch. So I will be right back, and don't go nowhere. All right, folks, we are back to the game, bottom of the seventh. Birdsong is back on the mound, and the Yankees will start with the top of the lineup. Ben Rice is leading things off. So we are at 39 likes, folks. We need 12 more likes on this live stream to get to 50. So if we get to 50, I'm buying a membership. And Ben Rice hits that one back foul. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. Miller warming up in the bullpen for the San Francisco Giants. Here's the 2-1. And it's a big swing and a miss. Hey, what's up, DM? Good to see you. 40 likes now, folks. So we need 10 more likes, people. 10 more likes, and a free membership was coming your way as that pitch was low. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. As Rice pops that one up, and left fielder running as he makes the play for out number 1, and that will bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. So we have 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. So Judge is 1 for 2 in today's game. And here's the pitch to Judge, and that is in their first strike. It's an 0-1 count to Aaron Judge. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he hits Judge, and Judge will take first base. And the fans are booing. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. Yeah, ball hits him, right in the back of the arm. And here we have Cody Bellinger as Bellinger hits that high, but not far enough. I got a little too excited, and that play is made by Jung-Hoo Lee for out number 2. The way it hit that, but yeah, just his reaction, it was just like, yeah, not far enough. Oh, well. But 2 outs here in the inning. And that does bring up Paul Goldschmidt, who is 1 for 2 in today's game. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th with a runner on first. And that is a strike to Paul Goldschmidt. For the likes, let's see. Let me check that real quick. The likes, let me check that. So it's an 0-1 count with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Let's see where we're at for likes right now. 43 likes. All right, 43 likes. So 7 more likes. And we got Mr. Coconuts in the building. What's up, Mr. Coconuts? And Goldschmidt strikes out. That'll end the bottom of the 7th. We're going to the top of the 8th. Giants have a 5-3 lead. So 43 likes, so 7 more likes, and I will gift the membership, folks, while I'm live. So Yankees still trailing 5-3. So 45 now. So we got 2. So 5 more likes. Okay, 5 more likes, and I will gift a membership. 5 more. Let's make it happen, people. Come on. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, hit that like. Let's continue to grow the channel out. I want to try and get to 1530 for subscribers. So If anybody's new, you're watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. So 5 more likes. Just sending a quick text real quick. So sorry, folks. I'm not trying to ignore anybody or trying to be awkwardly quiet. So, and Sunday, May 4th, Giancarlo Stanton, Jedi bobblehead, first 18,000 guests. Oh, boy. But 5 more likes, people, and I will gift a membership. And Ian Hamilton is back on the mound as he will face Jung-Hoo Lee, who's just been the Yankees' nightmare in this game. Hits 2 home runs, 4 RBI game for Jung-Hoo Lee, so he's having himself a good game. So it's a 1-0 count as Hamilton pitches on a swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jung-Hoo Lee. One count. Here's the pitch from Hamilton. That is in there for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Jung-Hoo Lee. So 5 more likes. And I will gift a membership. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Hamilton sets. Here's the 2-2. And he fouls that. So Lee's staying alive. Two balls, 2 strikes to Lee. Here's the pitch, and he fouls that one off. So Lee's staying alive right now. Battling. Watching the Braves and Rays, free game of the day on MLB TV. Pretty good game. Let's see, what's the score in that game for the Braves and Rays? I'm checking right now. Yeah, 5-3. The Rays are leading in the bottom of the 6th, it looks like. And it is... Just checking to see the pitch count here. So it's still a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Hamilton. Full count now. It's a full count to Jung-Hoo Lee. Here's the 3-2, and he walks him. So leadoff walk here in the top of the 8th. Lee works a walk, and that'll bring up Flores, who is 0 for 3 in today's game. So we have a runner on first with nobody out. First pitch from Hamilton to Flores is a strike, so it's an 0-1 count. Hamilton sets. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Flores. So runner on first, nobody out here in the top of the 8th. It's a 1-1 count to Flores. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Flores. Let's see if Hamilton could get a strikeout here. One ball, 2 strikes. Hamilton sets. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss, and he struck him out for out number 1. So 1 away here in the top of the 8th. And Flores is 0 for 4 in today's game. So 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Got a runner on first. It's a 2-0 count, 3-0 count now to Chapman. So 3 balls, no strikes to Matt Chapman. And Yastrzemski is at the plate, who pinch hit earlier in the game. He's 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the pitch. And he walks him. So 2 men on now for the Giants. And Boone is going to come out. Looks like there will be a pitching change. So we are going to a commercial break, and that'll bring in Tim Hill. So we are in a commercial break. How is everybody doing? I know it hasn't been it was a good game at one point, but of course Yankees losing right now. It's not a great game. They're down 5-3. Giants have a couple of runners on with 1 out when we get back. So, and we are, doing better than the Yanks, Mr. Coconut says. That's funny. But we are 5 likes away from 50, folks. So if there's 5 people in the chat. I don't owe nobody money there, Petruzzi. Nope. He ain't getting no money. Nobody is. Yeah, you suck as his agent, I will say. But we are in a commercial break right now. So appreciate everybody hanging out, though. Do appreciate it. We're over 2 hours into the live stream, so appreciate everybody tuning in. But, the Yankees are down 5-3 here in the top of the 8th. When we get back to the game, there'll be 2 men on with 1 out. And the Giants have a 5-3 lead. Yeah, I mean nobody's really making a strong case, right, for in the AL East. So that's good. But it looks like we are back to the game. And that will bring up Tim Hill to the game. Crochet pitching a no-no into the 8th inning. All right. Good for him. So Tim Hill will go up against Yastrzemski. First pitch from Hill, and it is fouled off. Yastrzemski is 0 for 1 in today's game. He flew out in the 6th inning. Runners will take their lead. And it's a grounder hit to Paul Goldschmidt, who will step on the bag for the 2nd out. The runners do advance to 2nd and 3rd. So we have 2 outs here in the inning, and that'll bring up Schmidt to the plate. Mr. Coconut says whoever is healthier in the division will win, which is why the O's won in 2023, and we were healthier than them last year, for sure. Well, once the Yankees get back some of their reinforcements, it'll hopefully they'll be a better team, a healthier team, because right now the Yankees are just incomplete at the moment, man. So, and that does bring up Matt Blake to the mound here. He's going to talk it over a little bit here with Tim Hill. So still at 45 likes, folks. 5 more likes, and I will gift a membership. So if there's 5 people that have not liked this live stream, make sure you hit that like button so we can get to 50. And it looks like Alan Winans is warming up in the bullpen. He was activated to the Major League roster when Marcus Stroman was moved to the 15-day IL with a knee injury. So, and MLB TV still acting up, and I don't understand why. And I promise it's not my internet connection. I think it's just MLB TV. But let's see. I just exited out of the game. I'm going back. But it is showing me 1-2 here. 1-2 count to Schmidt. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Schmidt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he shrug him out. So good job by Hill. And the Yankees are down by 2 runs. They're going to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees need to answer back. So let's see what they can do. Yeah, Jacob has been on one. He ain't doing you no favors there, Ace. I don't know what you're telling him or what he's telling you, but you got a terrible agent. But shout out to the Ace Avenue. What up, man? This game is kind of whack, man. It stinks. Oh, you should totally fire him. He sucks. Petruzzi sucks. You should definitely fire him. I would have fired him by now. I don't know what you're waiting for. I totally would have fired him. Don't boost his ego like that. Dude thinks he's gonna think he's 6 feet tall now with that comment. And don't make his head any bigger. He ain't gonna get any taller, that's for sure. But we are in a commercial break, folks. Looks like we are heading back to the game here. And Tyler Rogers is taking over for the San Francisco Giants here in the bottom of the 8th. And the first pitch to Jazz Chisholm is called a ball. So 1 ball, no strike. Jazz is 0 for 3 in today's game. His slump is still continuing as he fouls that pitch off. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. That's quite the pitch motion there by Rogers. Gets real low down there. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. as he's trying to break out of this slump that he's in. Here's the pitch. And Jazz hits that. It is foul. Yeah, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Yeah, Jazz is due to break out of the slump, folks. He's 0 for his last 24 now. And Rogers really getting low on that sidearm pitch. Getting a lot of leverage there. 2-2 count to Jazz Chisholm. Here's the pitch. And Jazz hits that high. It is far. And that ball is gone. A solo home run for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Finally breaks out of the slump. Let's play that siren. It's a 5-4. Yankees are down by 1 run now. Let's go Jazz. Solo home run by Jazz Chisholm Jr. That is his 5th home run of the season. Crochet's no-hit ends in the 8th. All right. Exit velo 95.7. I believe the distance was, I missed it, but I think it was 361 feet. So, all right, let me completely exit out of MLB TV. I don't know what's going on here, folks, but MLB TV is on one today. It was doing fine up until now. I don't know what's going on, but it's a 5-4 game. The Yankees are down by 1 run. The Yankees trying to make a comeback here, trying to at least get the game tied up. So it'd be good for them to take the lead. But it's a 5-4 game. And see what we got here. Let's check where we're at for likes right now. But it's 2 outs here in the inning. JC Escar is up. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. We got Devin Williams warming up in the bullpen. And Yoandry Gomez. And that is a ball for Escara. We're at 47 likes, people. So 3 more likes. 3 more likes. Can we get 3 more likes? If we get to 3 more likes, I will gift a membership. So 3 more, people. 3 more. Ball 2 to JC Escara. Let's go. Yankees are down by a run. They're trying to make a comeback in this game. So 2-0 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. 3-0. So 3-0 count. Good at bat so far by Escara. Oswald Cabrera waiting on deck. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. Here's the 3-0. And good grab by the first baseman who throws over to Rogers. Steps on the bag for out number 3. And that does take us to the top of the 9th. But a solo home run by Jazz Chisholm Jr. breaks his slump, breaks his streak there. And it's a 5-4 game. So let's see if the Yankees could go 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the 9th and hopefully win it in the bottom of the 9th. So let's see what the Yankees will do here in the top of the 9th. But it's a 1-run game now. So, but how's everybody feeling? Let's check those likes. I know DM said 47. Let me see if anything has changed. Yeah, so 47 likes. So 3 more likes to 50, people. A pitch running to the backhouse special. Yeah, I know. It'd be better if the Yanks pull this one, if they could pull this game off, man. You gave Ace some support. That's what's up, Bill. That's what's up. Yeah, let's get those likes up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel out. I'm 4 subscribers away from 1,530. 1,600 is the next goal, of course. So love to get some new subscribers and meet some new people. You know, meet some new subscribers on this channel. So I met a lot of great people on this channel. So thank you all for your continued support. It is greatly appreciated. Well, Jacob could scream whatever he wants. He ain't getting nothing. But we are back to the game. Tim Hill is back on the mound here in the top of the 9th. So let's see what Tim Hill could do here as he faces Bailey, as Bailey fouls that one back. So it's an 0-1 count to Patrick Bailey, who was 0 for 2 in today's game. He did walk in the 3rd inning. Here's the 0-1, and that is foul back. So 0-2 count now to Bailey. And Walker warming up in the bullpen for the San Francisco Giants. Hill sets. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out for out number 1. So 1 out here in the top of the 9th. And that brings up Koss, who swings and misses on the first pitch on an 89-mile-per-hour sinker. So it's an 0-1 count. Koss is 1 for 3 in today's game. Here's the second pitch. And that ball is hit. And it is a foul ball, I believe. It looks like it's a foul ball as Judge throws that to one of the fans in right field. So it's an 0-2 count now to Koss. Here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Just misses. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Koss. So we have 1 out here in the top of the 9th. It's a 2-2 count to Koss. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses on a strikeout. Here we go. That's about strikeout here. So 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th, or top of the 9th. And here's Ramos, who was 0 for 4 in today's game. And due up in the bottom of the 9th, Oswaldo Cabrera, Ben Rice, Aaron Judge. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. And 0 for 4 game. So 3 strikeouts and a foul out for Ramos. As he hits a grounder back to Tim Hill, throws over to first base. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Yankees have one last chance to make something happen here. Bottom of the ninth coming up here, folks. Let's see what the Yankees can do. Yeah, he'll look good. He'll definitely look good. Yeah, Yankees struck out 14 in the game. I mean, pretty decent, man. Yankees pitching was good. I mean, it was just, again, I know Rodon gave up 2 home runs, right? And one of them, the second one was a 3-run shot that gave the Giants a lead. But the Yankees could have had some more runs earlier in the game. I mean, yeah, they had a 3-1 game. It was they were winning 3-1, 3-0 at one point. They could have scored more runs. They just didn't make the best of the opportunities that they had earlier in the game when they had runners in scoring position. I mean, you got to make the best of those opportunities. You have to. And if you don't, I mean, the other team, they could crawl back, and we saw that in today's game. So let's see if the Giants can, or if the Yankees can make their comeback and win today's game and win the series, hopefully, right? So it's the bottom of the ninth, so it's last licks for the Yankees. So, and are we still at 47 likes, people? Do we still need 3 more likes for 50? And it looks like we are back to the game. And it is last licks here for the Yankees as they try to at least tie the game up to try and keep this game alive. So and Walker is on the mound to take over pitching duty. So Ryan Walker, as Bailey gives him a little pep talk here. So let's see what happens. And Austin Wells is pinch hitting for Oswaldo Cabrera. So we will see Austin Wells here. And Walker sets. Here's the first pitch. And it is fouled off. So strike 1 to Austin Wells. So assuming this game goes to extra innings, Wells will take over catching duties for JC Oscara. Here's the 0-1. Way inside. Almost hits Wells. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. Looked like it kind of caught Wells, but it looks apparently not. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Austin Wells. Walker sets. Here's the pitch. That is called a strike. That pitch looked like it was inside. Wells didn't really like that call, but it just kind of turned its way back into the. That was a very unique pitch, as Wells calls time. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Austin Wells. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Austin Wells. Two balls, 2 strikes to Austin Wells. Walker sets. Here's the pitch. And he fouls that. So still a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And Wells hits that high, but not far enough. And Jung-Hoo Lee is right there to make the play for out number 1. And that will bring up Ben Rice to the plate. And he is 1 for 4 in today's game. So the Yankees are trailing by 1 run. Yankees trying to at least get this game tied up. Ben Rice is 1 for 4 in today's game. He had an RBI single in the second inning as he steps into the plate to try and make something happen here. And the first pitch to Rice, it is a swing and a miss. Oh, and 1 count to Ben Rice. Second pitch is a ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Rice. So 1 out here in the the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees are trailing by a run with 1 out here. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. Just misses, so 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. Here's the pitch. It's 2-2 count now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. We have 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. It's a 5-4 game. Here's the pitch to Rice, and Rice rips that foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. The 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Walker. It's a full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. Ben Rice trying to get on base here for Aaron Judge, who is waiting on deck. Walker sets. Here's the pitch. And Rice hits a grounder to the third baseman for out number 2. So the Yankees are 1 out away from losing this game. And that will bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. So Aaron Judge, the last hope, a solo home run, obviously ties the game up. And let's see what Judge does here. He's 1 for 2 in today's game, had a double, he had a walk, he got hit by a pitch, scored a run. So Judge has an opportunity to try and tie this game up with a solo home run, hopefully. Here's the pitch. And first pitch is a ball to Aaron Judge. It's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Cody Bellinger is waiting on deck. Yankees trying to at least tie this game up here. Here's the 2-0. That is called a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. That pitch seemed a little low based on the replay, but umpire didn't think so. 2 balls, 1 strike. And it's a 2-2 count now as Judge fouls that off. They're down to their last strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth. Here's the pitch from Walker. And Judge strikes out looking, and that ends the game. And the Yankees lose this game. They lose the series 5-4. We're at 49 likes now. So 1 more like, people, and I'll gift the membership. At least that'll keep somebody happy. But the Yankees lose another series. So they have lost back-to-back series. So they are now 8-7 for the season. Not exactly what we wanted. Rodon gets his 3rd loss of the season, unfortunately. Look, I know the fingers are going to be pointed at Rodon. I'll say this. Rodon pitched a really good game. The Yankees had other opportunities earlier in the game to add on to add more runs when they were winning 3-1. They had opportunities, but just could not capitalize. And they had runners in scoring position. They could have done it. but they didn't, right? And you got to score. You have to make the best of those opportunities, runners in scoring position, because the opposing team could always come back and win. And clearly we saw that in today's game. So the Yankees yet again lose another series. So they lose back-to-back series. Now they have to look past this series and focus on the Royals series. And the Royals are going to come visit the Bronx. The Yankees are going to have their hands full. This is not going to be an easy series. So, unfortunately, the Yankees do lose this game. They do lose the series. But now they got to focus on the Royals, which, again, not going to be an easy series. But Yankees are going to have to bounce back from this. They got to win this series against the Royals. They can't go back-to-back losing series. But they're 8-7 for the record. Now, the good news for this week, Clark Schmidt does come back. He'll pitch in Wednesday's game against the Royals. So that's good. Okay, 51 likes. Thank you all so much. As promised, I am going to gift a free membership. So let me do that real quick. Thank you all very, very much. I hope we got some new subscribers too. If you make sure you all hit that subscribe button. So we are at 51 likes. Let's do this. Free membership. So thank you all so much. Let's see here. So here we go. Membership thing. One membership. And all right. Here's the gifted membership. Let me verify that. And let's see who is the recipient of that gifted membership. And Luis Gonzalez is the recipient of the gifted membership. So welcome, Luis, and congratulations. And Mr. Coconuts, thank you for becoming a new member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. And congratulations to Luis for the gifted membership. So welcome. I just gifted you a free membership. So good for 30 days. So Luis Gonzalez, I don't know if you're in the chat at all, but again, congrats. So as promised, I did gift a membership. So congratulations to Luis Gonzalez. So enjoy it. And you're good, Mr. Coconuts. I appreciate you joining, man. You're the man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But at least we could leave here a little bit happy, right? Even with the Yankees losing. So, and Bill has already been a member. So thank you, Bill. You are the man. Infernus says, thanks for all you do. Thank you so much, Infernus. Thank you for your continued support for the channel, man. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, you're all helping me build the channel. So if it wasn't for you subscribers, the channel wouldn't be where it is right now. So I appreciate you all doing this for me. So okay, yeah, it's re-up. It's all good, man. It's all good. You do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. But yeah, let's don't let this game get to you. Don't let this loss get to you. Go out there, go outside. If the weather's nice in your area, go touch some grass, get some fresh air. That's what I'm about to do. I'm going to get some fresh air and go on a nice little walk at a park somewhere, and go enjoy the rest of the day. Life is too short to be upset, folks. So just go out, enjoy life. Enjoy your time with your families. Enjoy your Sunday, people. Thank you all again for tuning in. You guys and gals are the best. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I will be back tomorrow for another play-by-play, potentially another pregame, so stay tuned. The Yankees do host the Royals starting tomorrow on a 3-game set before they travel to Tampa Bay on a 4-game set. So let's just hope that the Yankees can bounce back from this and get a series win against the Royals. and get back on the right track. Good news is Clark Schmidt's coming back. So thank you all again. Thank you all again. Thank you to Mr. Coconuts, and congratulations to Luis Gonzalez for getting the Strike Zone membership, for being gifted the Strike Zone membership. So there you go. Thank you all again. Enjoy your Sunday. Make sure you all hit that like button on your way out. If you haven't yet, if you're watching this on a rerun, hit that like button. Let's hit that subscribe button. If you're new to this channel, share this channel out with everybody you know. I'll see you all later. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as always, let's go Yankees. We out.